Hello and welcome, everyone, powerful people. Welcome to Tuesdays Beyond Karma. My name is KRISTAL Yardley, and you have found me here on the Beyond Mystic channels. And it is so lovely to be here for another powerful Tuesday with all of you. Greetings, Lupo. Hello to Woo Crew as well. Airy Queen, Leo, family, community. It's so great to be here. Feels like every time that we come together, it feels like big times. So much is going on. So much has come up for us each personally and in the world at large. And I know we cover a lot of that on this channel. And before I get started here, just a reminder that we are also broadcasting to Rumble and YouTube as well. So be sure, if you are not subscribed to either of those, please go ahead and do so. Spread the word, share it with your friends. I know that you do. I know that you love us and support us in the best possible ways that you can. Hello, Ricky, the dissonance in your eyes. Kristen Lovejoy, hello. Thank you for joining me today. So lovely to be here. So on this show, for those of you who may be tuning in newly, I show up every Tuesday and love to just take the time to get personal with all of you and encourage you to please bring in your personal questions, and I will answer them using my cards and the also calling in and tuning in with the energy of all that are in the chat to offer you some guidance in how to navigate through essentially many of the stormy seas of life. And another reason why I come on and broadcast to you is when I have the opportunity to find some good news out in the world, I also bring in a good news segment. I don't have one of those today. However, I wanted to speak to today the fact that we are in the full moon in Taurus energy. It is coming in tomorrow. And at this time, full moon always in Taurus is opposition to Scorpio. And they're really looking at each other in opposition and revealing intentions to each other, it kind of shining a light on each other almost to really bring the lightness and the darkness forward in each other. So I feel with that this is a really important time for us to, for one, slow down and remember what it means to be alive. Taurus also represents fertility. So what may we be birthing at this point? What might be coming through us? And we're heading into this darker time of the year that can be heavy for some people. And these full moons, especially in Taurus, such a grounded earthy sign, can bring us into these energies of heaviness, feeling that we are battling within parts of ourselves. And quite often that battle or that uphill climb, the perfect storms that occur in life are actually bringing and birthing a new you, are bringing parts of you into the light that are ready to come through. So this is a great time for us to be really examining what parts of ourselves are ready to be birthed forward, what parts of ourselves may we be running from or avoiding or afraid of. So I just wanted to bring that into the forefront. And I also wanted to pull up some cards today just to start us off with having a look of what do we need to know from this Taurus full moon energy right now, and how can we all support each other collectively with our energies at this point to do a quick little dive into that. Shannon says, I just wanted to thank you for my reading last week. We have all agreed to go to family therapy to resolve issues and get to a better place together. Bless you, Shannon. Well done. I am so honored to have been even a ray of light that may have guided you in that direction. And truly, I am only the vessel. That's all you. The information that comes through is what you're meant to hear, and those are your guides. So well done. I am in celebration of you, as we all are in this community, because that is what this show is all about. Celebrating. So thank you so much for sharing that. And we are holding you and your family. And this is actually something that I am very passionate about, and something that I may be also introducing going forward with Beyond Mystic here. I really want to be working with families and uniting those of us that are in opposition. So, and diving on in, let's start with my question and then we'll get on to all of yours. I'm going to pull my cards up here. Oh, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so wanting to know if what we need to know from this full moon energy in Taurus today and tomorrow. Interesting, as I clear my throat, Taurus actually rules the throat chakra. So I'd be curious to know how all of you are doing with speaking your truth, honoring your truth in yourselves, or any of you having colds or throat activations or upgrades. I know many of us in this house this morning were like, oh, what is happening? Things are coming through and being brought up, being cleared. I see all your questions coming in. I'm so looking forward to getting to them. So right now I am looking at, for those of you that are coming in, I am looking at the full moon in Taurus energies and what we need to know going forward over these next couple of days and this next week. Oh, whoa. Already some major arcana coming in. Love it. All right. This is so beautiful to see, and exactly what I was speaking to. So this is us, the question, what do we need to know about? Oh, my camera is on mirror. Mind me while I fix that. Done. There we go. Now you're seeing what I'm seeing and I'm seeing what you're seeing. Love it. Thank goodness for technology and knowing how to use it. So the Fool is representing us here and what we need to know during this time. So during this time, we're really actually moving in a new direction, led by some of the lightness of shedding, actually really intentionally choosing to let go of some of the darker parts of ourselves that we've been dancing with. And it may come up this week and through this time, especially around aspects of working with other people or working in relation with other people, working on projects together. So just notice when you're coming together and when you're creating together with people, or you're stepping into working with either multiple parts of yourself that might be coming through, or yes, I had a banner for that. Relationship with grounding and stability, pleasure, and embodying the complexity of all parts of ourselves, right? So we're really in this few days to this week stepping in a new direction without a whole lot of control. We're really being asked to surrender control at this time. We may even feel a bit overwhelmed and like there's some old patterns, some old sticky thoughts that are coming through, particularly even narratives from other people, narratives of the world. And it's kind of it's kind of like when you're working with other people, they may just say that one thing that like is the straw that breaks the camel's back, and you don't mean to be affected as deeply by it, but it could end up feeling like you just can't quite handle the loads that you normally could. It's a beautiful thing. You're actually being guided to just let it go. You're being guided to choose you. Choose you. Choose to spend some time listening to your thoughts and your emotions, but not attaching to anything. Notice when it comes up with this king and this fool here, we're being asked to, ooh, I like it. So the moon really affects the water, right? And as you can see, this fellow here is out in the ocean. So we can really, even at this time, being called to do some releasing work. Normally, what we do is release, let go of, especially at full moons, we release things, we let go of things that are no longer serving us. Now I'm seeing here to actually put it into the water. So we have a water card here, and then our spiritual card on this side. So I feel that what we can do right now is release all of that which is no longer serving us into the water, speaking it, putting offerings into the water, and then writing down what we're calling in from this new space that we're creating, writing down what we're calling in intentionally, and then burning it. So both of them are releases, but we're releasing that which no longer serves us into the water, into the ocean, into the lakes, even into a glass of water, speaking it, and then using the element of fire to activate us to write down what is coming in, and actually lighting it up, because it's kind of bringing that light back, right? It's igniting that spark that can be dormant. So, and then really allowing, surrendering both, not attaching to either one of those narratives. Let it go. Let it go. Beautiful. Okay. How exciting. And before I move on to questions, I also wanted to share and remind you that you can go ahead onto the Beyond Mystic Academy page, and that's where you can find Beyond Mystic consultations page, and that's where you can find the opportunity to book readings with me, intuitive tarot readings. You can go ahead and book an hour. I now have half an hour spots open as well. So if you haven't had the chance yet, please go ahead on in whenever you feel called to dive in further, have some pressing questions, really need some support. I'm here for you. That is where you find me. And anything else to say? Ooh, well, I'm on that actually. while we're just starting here, I wanted to point out that we now have the Beyond Mystic has put out a survey, and we've all really worked together to bring this in because what we're wanting to do is really continue to gear this platform to you. So I want to share this instead. There it is. So you can see here, and I'm sure that you've heard it on some of the other shows as well, we have a survey all mapped out with some incredible questions. It takes about 3 minutes to fill in, and you can go ahead and find that on the Beyond Mystic Academy page at beyondmystic.academy, and go ahead to fill in the form. And that is where you can find that. We really want to hear from you. We really want to know what's working for you, what you're wanting to see more of. And I'm going to go in and fill it out myself because we're all in this together, right? So, okay. Now that the business of business is taken care of, let's get to some questions here. Let's get some questions. Just tuning in with your comments for a moment before we dive into questions and making sure I've got all of yours. Beautiful. Mama used to say, mind over matter, kid. Thought she was lying. It's interesting though. Mind over matter. And now it's kind of like the matters of the heart over the mind at this point. So that's a curious one too, isn't it? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. First question in, Ranger 102. I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm curious if I'm on the right path. Am I meant to choose between Christianity or pagan, or am I meant to be a bridge between the two? Oh, thank you for bringing this forward. What a very critical question at this time. And I'm going to shuffle on that. And I have just a funny story about it. And I suspect that there is going to be a bridge between. And I was feeling the other morning, so I go out for my morning walks and I walk around my neighborhood, and half of the walk, I walk backwards. And I heard from this knees over toes guy on YouTube that walking backwards is good, and I love it. So I walk along and I have my hands in prayer at my heart center, and I walk in prayer through the whole neighborhood because it's my morning prayer time, right? And I've loved integrating this practice. And it's so funny to see me walking backwards, saying my prayers out loud, just speaking it to the world. People walk by and they're kind of like, and I end up having the best conversations with people because they're like, what are you doing? Walking backwards and praying. And I was walking home the other morning and really intuiting that actually I get such a beautiful energy from people when they notice that I'm doing it. And I feel that we're going to start to see more and more people actively integrating their spirituality into the daily, because walking is a ritual. Life is a ritual. And I don't need to be any religion or another to get out and pray. And to dive into my connecting with Christ consciousness or with the great goddesses, or and I pray to all of them, and that might not be for everyone either, but I feel as though I love being that inspiration for people to start getting curious and to not care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody thinks. So, okay, I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm curious if I'm on the right path, and I'm meant to choose between Christianity, pagan, or I'm meant to be a bridge between the two. Ranger 102, let's have a look. And you know, this I think is going to really speak to many of us, right? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull 3 cards for Christianity, paganism, and the 2. Here we are, Christianity. Wow. Okay. Paganism. And the 2. Okay. Got it. Got it. Well, interesting. Interesting right here, because Christianity actually looks like that is the clear path for you at this point. And that is so beautiful to see. And I'm going to say that it doesn't feel like the old spiritual, well, I mean, it may be Old Testament spirituality, but or Christianity. It feels, and it's funny that I say spirituality because we have the spiritual warrior here, the Knight of Wands. There's something in it for you that is, there's something in it where you're bringing the new Christianity forward. There is a whole new wave of Christianity, Christ consciousness. And hey, if we're going to talk about Christianity, can we also talk about the relationship between Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, and you know what that's teaching us about a new wave of spirituality and religion that's coming forward. And it feels for you like it's actually going to be a very positive use of your energy, and that you're going to find your own way in it, and that is actually going to be a very good choice for you. So also here, be sure to read between the lines, okay? Be sure to develop your own, oh, yeah, got it. So you're developing your own relationship with the teachings of ancient Christianity, the real spiritual, the real spirit behind it. And you're going to read between the lines and develop your own pillars of your own religion through it. Okay. So pagan, there's something about the I want to say the old text of it, like there's something about the community, the foundation of it, the celebration of it, the foundation of paganism, the ancient wisdom in it, and it has gone underground, and in exploring it, you might bump up against some of your own internal darkness in it, or you may feel like parts of it feel like there is a darker underbelly to it, and your journey with that is going to be your own. However, many of the teachings and the spells, say even in it, are supportive foundationally for you. So I see a lot here about building your own. Now, not that you're necessarily a bridge between, because the bridge between looks almost like a little too confusing for you in a way, or that other people are not you may bump into a lot of conflict, even internal conflict with it. So if you're going to step towards being that bridge walker between the two, really look at these two. We're coming up with the full moon here as well, right? So you're really stepping into being not really having an agenda either way. And that for now, the place to start looks to me like really continuing to develop your Christianity, the true essence of it, and working with bringing some of the darker underbelly of what has been seen as pagan into the light, and what the essence of it is really there for, and how that you're meant to utilize that. Wow, that ended up being a bigger question than I was expecting. It's big for all of us, though, right? It's big for all of us. So thank you for asking that. Thank you for asking that. This morning, asking the cards if I was on the right path, I pulled the 10 of Wands, which I took to mean yes, but it would be difficult. Is there anything I can do to make it easier? Okay, let's have a look. So with that, asking the cards if you're on the right path. Remember how I was saying earlier that for us during this time to slow down and remember what it means to be alive, and to really to also really slow down and take the time to savor our these daily realities of ours, in the way that, like, savor our food, slow down when you're eating, slow down when you're drinking, and just the moments where we get the opportunity to just dial, like turn the thermostat down a little bit or dial it down a little bit. Those are the moments that are being called forward right now, so that for one, we don't end up in burnout, which is what the 10 of Wands can speak to. And for two, so that we get the opportunity to hear ourselves, know we're on the right path, to listen to our inner guidance and our inner knowing. So is there anything that you can do? What do we need to know about the 10 of Wands? And is there anything you can do to make this path that you're on easier? And 10s are completion as well, right? So it may be that you're on the right path, but that the path that you thought was right is completing, and that the path that you're meant to be on is about to begin. So yes. Yeah. Okay. So right now, to make it easier, I'd say that you're on the path of almost trying to decide between two paths. You're really feeling like you're juggling almost like this internal battle of do I want to be this person? Do I want to be this person? Is it better for me to go this way? Is it okay for me to even not know the right path? And this too could speak to some of where that 10 of Wands comes from, right? Speaking to some of that, it gets tiring to juggle all the time. And yet it is also great practice for us, because we're going to always be juggling two parts of ourselves, the light and the dark, different realities, right? Yeah, it's nice to find a path you never thought you would be on. Exactly. So, and you definitely, okay, so coming into the star energy here, you are the light. So take a moment during all of this to slow down and to not try to figure it out, but to look up and know that you have your own internal guidance system, that you have all of the tools that you require to really shine at this time. So I don't think that you necessarily have to do anything to make it easier. Just honor that you are all that you are meant to be, and that you've already developed a very good foundation to make it through this time. So, oh, look at the strength. Oh, okay. I was like, pull more, Crystal, pull more. Can't stop there. Look at this. Bless you, 33 Jones. You are on the right path, and you're just going through big transformation right now, coming into your strength, coming into your light. And this guy is the happy gardener, right? It's the true experience of birthing from this flower here. So where does a flower come from? Like the lotus, it comes from deep in the muck or deep in the dirt. And that what it takes to feel buried, the weight of it all, that's what it takes to actually be birthed. That's what it takes to actually grow into your greatness. So hold on there. And I don't think it's going to be as hard as you think. I don't think it's going to be as hard as you think. You know how they say sometimes that birthing can be orgasmic? And maybe you can choose at this point for this experience, for you finding your path to be joyful in its challenge, to know that, yeah, you can also get on the right path, and your onwards will say, no, it's going to hurt. It's too hard. Well, there's always going to be what I call the first responders that come in, and we've developed them like the incredible wise beings that we are, to come in and say, you can't do this. This is going to be hard. You're not capable. Nobody even wants what you have to offer. You're not showing up. You're not serving. All of those aspects, we all have them. They are all defense mechanisms. They are all a product of our programming. And those voices now, they're completing. They're coming to an end. Your strength and your light is shining through. Look at these 3 cards. I mean, celebrating you. Celebrating you. Yeah, right? Same combination of cards. Lots of that happening right now. Okay. Onward and upward. This is also a great time right now to focus on our relationships with others, our relationships particularly with ourselves. And it's a pretty powerful place to come to. The reasons okay, now I had a question here. Ranger. Where was your first question? Sorry, pardon me. The reason I asked is because I went through initiation, became a druid now. Beautiful. Where did that go? Pardon me, you guys. The reason I ask is because I went through an initiation, became a druid. Now I must go through initiation to become a shaman. Well, when we hear the call, I guess we do what we must. And no matter what, you are already the druid and the shaman. And those initiations are just bringing those parts of you forward. And those parts of you will know when it's time. And you may find that nothing is black and white. Being right, any shaman will tell you it's all of the teachings of the entirety of the world that we embrace. And that because we are all, and all is us. So powerful experience that you're going through. And I wish you all the very best in that and bless you for having the courage to step into your path in that way. All right, Airy Queen. I am a retiree, 79 years old, with friends at the senior center on social drop-ins, but no one knows what's going on. Will and will I? Oh, yeah. Such a good question. Okay. When will I meet like-minded people and be able to travel? Very Queen. So many of you that I work with experience this. And gosh, I mean, I know I experience it in my reality as well. And I have walked a lot of years also in being very aware, yet just choosing a simple path and not really diving down a lot of the big rabbit holes per se. And I feel that you may not even know that people are like-minded out there. It might be right under your nose, or the next like-minded being might be right around the corner. So let's have a look and see, when will I meet like-minded people and be able to travel? Well, so I feel that you're actually building a foundation in the community that you're in, and there's a lot of value to you placing yourself in the community that you're in right now and doing the work to establish 3D connection. And you may be feeling the opinions of a lot of other people, and this, or when you really get into it, that there is this misalignment there, and yet there's something about you continuing to show up. Unfortunately, the answer to your question, when will I meet like-minded people and be able to travel, you're still developing exactly who you are and who it is that's going to meet you in that place. So right now, it's not actually a waste for you to be spending time with these people, and you can choose who you are and who you're sharing with your community right now, especially these seniors. And I know going to the conference, I was so, and I say seniors, that there was, to me, a lot of varying ages of incredible people there. But I was really pleased to see how many women and people that were of retirement age that have this like-minded awareness. And I know that many of you do. And I feel so grateful to have you that are our elders continuously waking up and combining the new information with older wisdom. So there may be some nuggets in your own community, some people that are right on the verge of actually coming over to thinking the way you do. And you might stir the pot a little bit by bringing your beliefs and your ideals in there, but there may actually be friends who are kind of right on the verge in your community, or with these people that you're surrounded by. And I think your time is coming. But right now, with that hangman being there, the answer to your question is, I don't know when, but a lot of it starts within you, and continuously sort of you're shifting your mindset, you're shifting your frequency, because like-minded people really is going to depend on what are they akin to, right? What are they akin to and aligning with that's in your own head, in your own mind, in your own frequency. So there you have it. Money, money, money. Yeah. Yes, right? I believe like-minded people are all around us and helping each other without even realizing their impact. It's in our conversations. Spot on. Spot on. 100%. And actually, they're some of my favorite people to wake up in these, subtle ways, of course. And yet it's all in how we spin it. It's all in how we weave the magic of this new world for them. It's all about how we show up. There's no judgment. There's no there may be judgment. It's hard not to judge sometimes. I understand that. And yet it's amazing to me. Some of the people that are the most quote unquote awake are ones that have just woken up recently, or ones that have been sensing that something was off. And I see it all of the time in my hairdressing, in my work that I do. These women come in and I start dropping little nuggets to them. And before you know it, they're asking me, where do I go to find out more information about this? And wow, I never thought about it like that. You have the power to work with these people. And there is no coincidence that you are who you are, where you are at this time. Don't let me point my finger at you. Sorry. I hope that helps, Harry Queen. I have had Stellar Galactic. Great. I have had gut issue for just over a year now. Do you see it clearing up by the end of this year? Gut issues, hey? What a great mystery these guts and systems are that we have. Why is this happening to you? What is this about? Do we see it clearing up by the end of this year? Oh, when I see things like this, I'm like so many follow-up questions that come along with it, right? And that's an interesting time frame here. Do we see your gut issues clearing up by the end of this year? Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. So this page of cups is a soft yes to it clearing up. Something's definitely clearing out. I can tell you that much. So your body decided this is a strategy card. So, and interesting, because when we talk about your body, these are actually two mind cards. So something, there's been something that you have been working with in terms of your life, your reality, something where you've been revamping or re-strategizing, recalculating in your reality. And that has actually activated this sort of clearing out that your gut has done, because our guts and our brains have this direct correlation, right? So something is being cleared out. And it's a bit of that sort of pattern that has existed between the two. It's the loop, right? That's clearing out. And again, the page here is a soft yes, because it's going in a new direction. And I get that there's something even like a gentle, like water cleanse, even a day of just water fasting, something where you're really integrating gentle water clearing, and then coming into um, when this clears, you're going to feel lighter, more lighthearted, curious, playful, and more energized. Yeah, yeah, more energized. And it may not be as like huge and impactful as you feel that it's going to be. This is going to be something that's just going to be almost like a light progression of healing and coming back into your most aligned self. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're getting so many beautiful support for you on here. Yeah, eat more kimchi. Fermented foods is always beautiful. I supercharged my gut by making fermented foods with kefir. Yep, totally. Quitting alcohol made all my gut and side flank issues just disappear. Wow, good for you. Good for you. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I've been dealing with so many gut issues and sensitivities since I was a little girl, and I eat so well and drink well and do all the things. And sometimes it just, things come up, and these issues are here uh, for us to listen to our bodies. Something's clearing out. Something's clearing out for you. And again, I feel that next year, essential fatty acids, fish oils. Fish oils, there's something about you like lubricating your body. So fish oils, water, and really getting, once that clears out, really getting some lubrication going on. I don't know if lubrication is the right word there. Sorry. So much appreciated. Lovely. So happy to hear that. The mirror was a symbol of the power of reflection to modify desire. Interesting. Okay, just making sure I'm catching all the questions for us on here. Gonna go into the next one. Okay, what are we at? 10 more minutes? Yeah, let's do them. I want to get there. Okay. Oh, where did that go? I just hit it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a question about Trump and then it went away. Trump and Christmas. Oh, where did it go? For Nike's sake. If the person that had the question about Trump and Christmas is around, I lost it. Okay, Cassandra. Please post it back up if you are still around and remember it. Any advice on my release date for my film Free Online, December 2025 versus January 2026? Oh, Cassandra, we're all here rooting for you. Woo. Okay. I get so excited when people are really putting in the good work to follow their passions, follow their dreams, get information out into the world, share their talents with the world and with us. And thank you so much for your involvement in this community. And I'm sure your offerings are going to be phenomenal. Release date for my free film online, December 2025 versus January 2026. We're going to pull 3 cards on each of those and have a look here. Okay, December 2025. Ooh. Wow. Okay, January 2026. Look at these cards. Okay. My friend, both. Look at this. I'm excited to know what your film is, by the way. This is so cool. Look at these cards. Yeah, my pleasure. Of course, Cassandra. Okay, so look at this. The King and the Queen of Wands. I mean, badass creative cards. Blue Star 777. I got it. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay. So I feel as though with the December date, and this is kind of what we've been talking about doing too, it almost feels as though it's a bit of a soft launch where you're kind of sharing it out there with the like your smaller community, sort of like passing it out to people that you know, where it's like exchanging hands. And I don't know if maybe there's somebody that's supporting you in this, or like a partner, somebody that you're partnering up with. There's definitely, and maybe even, I mean, look at this, right? The King and Queen of Wands. So I feel that in December that it's kind of you're really setting the intention with this Magician here, and you're kind of putting it out there, and but almost to the ones that are in your inner circle. And then in January you go big time with it, and it is getting out there. Holy moly, just like, yes, my bestie in the Ukraine has seen some and helps me learn what's not clear. Wonderful. Yeah. So definitely keep working together, and it's going to be, I feel, sharing it with your inner circle, us included, right? Sharing it with your inner circle, and then January, you launch it big time. You launch it big time because you're going to feel really in your strength with it. But honestly, both of these, you can't go wrong. It is looking good for you, my friend. So exciting. So exciting. Okay. So take from that what you will. I know you know the cards as well a bit too. So it's really, you're going to find your stride. This creative queen is just, my kitty just woke up from my excitement. The kitty that's right here, this kitty. Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure. Okay. Yeah, congrats, Cassandra. Can't wait to see it. So true. And on that note, I also wanted to share, coming up before we get into Christmas, it reminds me that the Flora Lane Christmas bundle is up here. Oh, blooms and botanicals. Love it. Look at that. Perfect time to get some beautiful gifts for people. Save 10% with code BM10 there. Going to floraline.ca to purchase your soaps for the holiday season. And now that we're getting into Christmas, let's have a look at that question here. It came back up. Let me find it. I started. Yeah. Trump in the past had mentioned that we will have the best Xmas. Will that Xmas be this year? Okay, let's have a look at that. What do we need to know? Is this Christmas going to be the best Christmas? Whoa, the cards are flying. Christmas. Oh, I swear I shuffled them. Sometimes this happens. Well, I do think that seeing this, it's interesting. This can also often be the trump card here. So there is something that's going to be offered. To kind of almost like I get like a handout or a balancing of powers or something that's going to come in that allows people to feel like they're really it's a kind of a new way forward, like there's a new path that's being brought in. So that is nice to see, because this looks like a really great outcome for what could possibly coming in this Christmas. And magic can happen at that time of year. I mean, it would be a pretty good time to be bringing something to the forefront. I feel that something has been worked on in the background here, and it could even be relationships with other countries, a unity of some sort that can be coming in, and it bodes well for America for Christmas. That's exciting. Good for you. Good for you. The answer didn't get lost in the shuffle, right? Okay. What else? I'm going to answer one more. Yeah, that. Okay, I'm going to answer two really personal ones here, and then we'll be done. General guidance from my spirit guides. Hello, Christian. Nice to see you. Can I get some general guidance for you from your spirit guides? Okay, I'm going to pull one card for each of you, and one card can be to say a whole lot. So I do events quite often where I will go and walk around a party or hand out one card to people, ask them to make a wish or ask a question in their mind. And I could seriously talk for like 20 minutes on one card sometimes. It's so funny. Would you like general guidance? Okay. General guidance for Christian spirit guides, please. This fellow, man, he's coming up a lot, isn't he? All right. You are really coming into I want to say the fullness of your energetic and creative potency. You have learned to master your energy body, and something is ready to be brought through you, birthed through you. You're interesting. I'm seeing something in the jewelry here. Now, what is that about? Something where you're almost wearing your achievements. So something where there's like maybe even a special like talisman or necklace or something that you wear that is supportive in activating and hold, like continuously bringing through this energy for you. I don't know if that sounds totally crazy, but there may be some sort of necklace that you can wear for like energetic protection or for activating your deeper creativity. But you are in a really great place right now, and let your this fire that's really been brought up in you, let it propel you forward at this time because you're ready. You're ready to really, and you're kind of like this guy sitting on his throne is kind of like sitting pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I have a shungite with a crystal quartz. You got it. Wear it. It's really going to be serving you right now in protecting your energy, in protecting your energy field. Okay, we'll find a doctor who will remove the bump on my forehead. Maria, hello. Let's have a look see here for you. Will Maria find a doctor to remove the bump on her forehead? Okay, so I would say don't just go with one. I would say that if someone says no, get a second opinion, and you might kind of have to be juggling between two different options. And it may happen like over the next couple of months. Will there be a clear outcome for you? It might be a little bit confusing for you to start with right now. Don't be afraid of the journey though, because these things that happen in our bodies are often here to serve us. So just like really be sure that you find the one that resonates with you. Don't let doctors push you around. Right? So is there anything else that she needs to know to support her in the direction of this? Another 2. Yeah, you might have to go a little bit outside of your area to find somebody who specializes in doing it well. So don't just settle for anyone, because this is a very, very sacred part of our beings. So really make sure that you find the right person. Don't rush into anything because you really want to have it gone. Now, let's look at, I wanted to pull today, I brought my Angels and Ancestors deck to the game tonight, and I wanted to pull a card for the collective. I wanted to do this last week and I completely forgot about it. So I want to pull a card for us to all support us to see what message needs to come through from the guides to guide us in this next week as all of our collective energies come together. What do we need to know to give us support? And I use this deck before each one of my readings, I tune in with the person who is coming in and I pull one of these cards or another oracle card for you. And then I kind of just stow it away and to see how it's going to relate to what's coming through for you. And every time it's just so spot on. It actually is, for someone who has been in this world of readings for so many years, it actually astounds me. Oh, still, it's magic, right? Okay. Okay, powerful people tuning in with the collective right now. What guidance needs to come through for all of us at this time? Dun, dun, dun. Stargazer. Okay. Set your sights higher. Let's check it out. Let's check it out right now. Really guided by the stars right now. Okay. Stargazer. Go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Oof. Amen to that. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish could come true? Hey, yeah. What did everybody wish for when they did that? I know you're not supposed to tell your wishes, but I think that that's just kind of like ridiculous. I honestly, I don't know why. I always wish for world peace. I don't know if I sound like such a pageant queen or something, but it just always has been what's there for me. World peace. Funny thing. The stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak with sparkles and light shows that you are closer to the energies of the universe than you think. So true at this time, especially. You don't have to go out looking for it, it's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals, because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. Okay, so the message is you're on the verge of a miracle. Oh, we're on the verge of a miracle. What's it going to be? All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you're being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you. There's nothing you cannot have or achieve. Wow, tall order, right? There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. It's one of the things for us to be working through, letting go of at this time, right? Not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. And that may not be true on the forefront of everyone, but there's always that niggling inside of us that's been implanted in our reality, the not good enough, right? The fear mongering, right? Angels and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe, and the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. So may it be, and so it is. Yes. Need to affirm I am enough and more. You are. We are. Been looking for my constellation in the early mornings. Ah, love it. Enlightenment is amendment. Beautiful. Yeah. Same here to Crystal. World peace. Okay, everyone, before we finish off here, just wanted to shout out the upcoming week's schedule. Maybe I'll put it on the stage and I could actually do that. So you are on the Beyond Karma show today. And what do we do now coming up this evening, 8 p.m. EST with Jordan Sather and JC. I'm excited to tune into that one. Okay. Wednesday, we've got Beyond Crystal Code, Carla and Coco. They're such an awesome duo, hey? And Beyond the News coming up on Wednesday. Thursday's stacked, Beyond Ravens, Beyond the News, viewer questions. So awesome to come in there. We've got more viewer questions coming in. I didn't get a chance to watch the one this morning, but and then Thursday afternoon, Mom and I coming in, going down the rabbit hole. We're thinking of even doing some more deep diving actually this week on daylight savings time. Yeah. And then Beyond the News, the new Woo-Fi with JC and Janine on Friday, Coco Show, Intuition Fridays. You know the drill. There it is. Hey, I'm Crystal. I'm Crystal Yardley. You are tuning in on the Beyond Karma show on Beyond Mystic channels, broadcasting to YouTube, Rumble, and X. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Hey, you know what? No need to speak about yourself like that, John Dizzle. You know what? You're here, and that makes you smart. And no one is ever stupid for misspelling anything. I saw that coming in there, and we misspell things all the time. I do. I'm a terrible speller, and I think that I'm brilliant. And there's always going to be a strength, and there is no judgment here. So, why are you arguing? No need, no need, no need. Aw. Blessings to all. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next week. That's right. Thanks to all. Love you all. We love you too, my friend. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Happy Taurus full moon to you. And